So I'm gonna try and get through this as fast as I can. Okay, so let's do it because I'm not sure how much time I got anymore. So U.S. Senator Cory Booker broke the Senate record for the longest speech on the floor, surpassing a historic record held by segregationist Strom Thurmond. I'm so glad. And if y'all didn't notice, I actually had Amber Ruffin in front of him, but there was a paper bag on his head too. I wasn't gonna give him no clout. Anyways, that was on my damn my cover. Booker's speech, which protested against actions of the Trump administration that threatens vulnerable communities, symbolizes progress for Black Americans and highlights the ongoing struggles for civil rights. Activists have noted that Booker's act serves as a pivotal moment in contemporary resistance to political and social injustices. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey delivered a speech that surpassed 24 hours and 18 minutes, breaking Senator Strom Thurmond's, I'm just going to call him asshole, long-standing record. The asshole's record was set during his filibuster against the Civil Rights Act of 1957, aimed at blocking civil rights legislation for Black Americans. The asshole's filibuster occurred nearly 70 years ago and was an attempt to stall the first civil rights bill passed post-Reconstruction. Although the asshole's efforts failed, the 1957 Civil Rights Act established essential mechanisms for the civil rights protection. Booker's speech was a protest against the Trump's administrative agenda, which includes significant cuts to the federal programs that benefit marginalized communities. Activists have described the Trump's administration's policies as detrimental, particularly for non-white, non-cisgender communities. Booker's achievement is viewed as a significant symbol of resilience, contrasting a Black man breaking the record previously held by a white an asshole. This act serves as a powerful reminder of the ongoing fight against oppression and the progress made by the civil rights movement. Democratic strategist Antoine C. Wright emphasized Booker's speech as a critical step in resisting the injustice posed by the current administration. He called for unity among Americans to rally together against policies and threaten democracy and protect civil rights. Before breaking the record, Booker's acknowledged the asshole's efforts to impede civil rights, stating that he stands not because of the asshole, but despite him. He emphasized the greater power of the people in effecting change and progress, which enhances the narrative, the resilience of the Black community. Damn it, he deserves that shit. Motherfucker can kiss my ass, that ugly ass bastard. But I have a double header on it, so let me go ahead and do my commercial real quick, and we'll pop back on this one right after. So check this out. It's just me and a fam. It's just me and a fam. It's just me and a fam. It's just me and a. It's just me and a fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and a fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turn up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. All right, so give me a second here. I'm back. How did Cory Booker last on the Senate floor for 25 hours, no food or drink, with a whole lot of faith? Let me tell you, because I actually found out earlier before, but I'm gonna tell you now too. Senator Cory Booker set a new record for the longest speech on the Senate floor, lasting over 25 hours without food, drink, or breaks, primarily to protest against the Trump administration and advocate for American democracy. If he don't believe in God, God believe in you. That's what I got to say. It would be better if Cory would fight for the legislative laws to pass to protect our rights. Then, yeah, that's true. That is very true. But hell, this is better than what he did when he was running. I made that quite clear. He finally came out fighting at least, got a little fire under his ass. Now, if we could get them to fucking actually listen to us and stop pussyfooting all around the place, whoo, Lord. All right, so let's see. His speech, which began on March 31st and concluded shortly after midnight on April 1st, surpassed his previous personal record of 15 hours, aimed to bring attention to the urgent need for Democrats to take more significant actions. Cory Booker delivered a speech lasting over 25 hours, breaking the previous record by the asshole in 1957. His personal record was previously 15 hours. To prepare, Booker underwent an intense fast, not eating from Friday until his speech and drinking nothing the night before. He reported not needing to use the bathroom during the entirety of his speech. That is amazing. Throughout the speech, Booker experienced physical difficulties such as muscle cramps and spasms. The speech was largely a protest against the Trump administration and addressed important issues regarding the degradation of American democracy. Booker aimed to amplify the voices and stories of Americans, calling attention to meaningful and emotional narratives. Booker prayed with Reverend Raphael Warnock before beginning the speech. That's why I said only God, only God. Um, he kept his pockets light, carrying only a note card with a Bible verse, Isaiah 40:31. I'm going to go read that. To maintain a minimal physical burden. Upon surpassing his previous record, Booker felt invigorated, expressing there was no specific end time in mind. I wanted him to go for a few more hours. He reflected on the need for Democrats to step up and take more risks, indicating a desire for more dynamic actions for his party. He actually did 25 hours and 4 minutes. Booker concluded his marathon speech by contemplating whether such endurance tactics should be a new norm for Democrats, emphasizing the urgency for action in addressing the needs of the public. Well, for once they were right to not get rid of the filibuster, but damn it, woo! That's all I can say. And now for some actual good news. Good grief. I'm so glad for this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little promo thingy, and then I'll be back with this story right after. I'm not going to show both, but I'm going to show this one at least. So as always, that's CBD Honey Lips. If you're interested in it, it is black owned. The creator is somewhere in New York. I'm not telling you where. I just want y'all to know she is selling that, and you can find it on Instagram, CBD Honey Lips. It might help you feel invigorated. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, anyways, moving on. Let's look at this story here. Emotional content. How line dancing is fostering black joy and community amid uncertain times. I just felt like this would be a good story for us. That's all I'm saying, because it sounds like something that we need. Everybody else has joy. I'm so glad finally now we got black joy. Everybody else got joy, gay joy, white joy, boy joy, girl joy, all this joy, trans joy. What about black joy? Now we finally got some joy. So line dancing has emerged as a popular and joyful pastime within the black community, providing a welcome escape from current socio-political challenges. With the backdrop of policies under the Trump administration that have adversely affected the black community, people are finding solace and connection through dance, transforming it into a form of expression and resistance. The cultural movement highlights the importance of community collective expression and the healing power of joy amidst adversity. Line dancing has surged in popularity as a therapeutic outlet for the Black community facing political and economic challenges. Participants express that engaging in line dancing allows them to momentarily escape the stresses of their reality. The Trump administration policies, including cuts to education and public health, have prompted many in the Black community to seek joy and hope internally. Segregation, just saying. Kimir Love, I hope I said that right, articulates the need for fun and distraction from societal issues through dance. Journalist Charles Blow suggests that, seriously, Charles Blow? Okay, suggests that the joyous act of line dancing can be viewed as a contemporary form of protest, replacing traditional marches with collective movements and expression. Is this like the electric slide? I love the electric slide. I love watching the line dance on TikTok. I only saw one line dance that I liked. It was these two country dudes with a puppy. I kind of like the puppy. I can't do nothing but the bus stop. The line dancing is very cool. I can do the electric slide and the bus stop. And if you catch me on a day and I'm feeling loose enough, I can catch on to the two step with He Who Shall Not Be Named, his song with the step, step, back. Yeah, that. I can't, yeah. So, anyways, fans have replaced the signs, and joy has replaced the rage, illustrating a shift in how activism is expressed. Cultural expert Nisinga K. Burton, I'm gonna just call her Burton or him Burton, notes that dance has long been a means of connection and resistance within the Black community. Historical examples include how enslaved people utilized music and dance for communication and organization, showcasing the deeper roots of cultural expression. Recent viral videos featuring the line dances to songs like Boots on the Ground and others have amplified community engagement and shared culture online. Line dancing transcends political affiliates and social backgrounds, fostering an environment where everyone can come together to create and celebrate. Burton emphasizes that I'm so glad they said that the line dancing promotes collaboration, self-expression, and a sense of belonging, reinforcing the collective nature of, yeah, that's great, but now you're giving me flashbacks of like giant church booty women when they're doing the electric slide and they sit up there and they sashay and you ain't looking and paying attention. You almost get your head knocked off by somebody's glutes. Woo, Lord. It gets scary. You got to pay attention to who you dancing next to, or your ass might just end up in a wall. I'm just saying. Woo. Anyways, yes, I was a runt. I'm not gonna lie. The community uses dance. Let me get this crazy look off my face. I'm a little disturbed by that whole thing. Anyways, Burton emphasized that, I said that the community uses dance not only for joy, but also unifying against societal divisions. The movement encapsulates the resilience of the Black community, illustrating how joy and communal experience serve as a vital form of healing and togetherness in challenging times. I ain't gonna lie. When I get my own house, I am gonna be having me some serious cookouts. You can kiss my ass talking about that's stereotypical. Fuck you. I like cookouts. I love cookouts. It's a perfect time to have family over and cook. I ain't got to wash the dish. Well, depending on who's doing the cookout, some people ain't got to wash the dishes, others might. I'm just saying. Now, moving on, this is some damn good news too. So y'all check this one out right here. Land reparations are possible. Over 225 communities are already working to make amends for slavery and colonization. Woo! I was so happy when I saw this. Anyways, the document discusses the emergence of land-based reparation initiatives in the United States, highlighting the first housing reparations program launched by Evanston, Illinois in 2019. These efforts seek to address historical injustices stemming from slavery and the white shit through the redistribution. I'm having problems saying fucked up words now. I think my brain is starting to shut them out. Anyways, redistribution of land and resource to the affected communities. Over 225 reparative programs, have been identified, emphasizing local government's role in initiating reparations, the importance of community engagement, and the ongoing legal and social challenges faced. Guess I gotta go sue Mississippi. It underscores the need for reparations to rectify racial inequities, particularly for Black and Indigenous communities on both, while noting that the backlash against these initiatives from conservative groups. The concept of reparation dates back to post Civil War America with the unfulfilled promises of 40 acres and a mule. Calls for land redistribution have been a means to address the legacies of slavery and colonialism globally. Political resistance often dismisses reparation initiatives as unfeasible or as discriminatory. Since 2021, researchers have tracked over 225 reparative programs, with more than half focused on land return. The city of Evanston's restorative housing program is noted as the first housing-based reparation initiative in the U.S., benefiting over 200 Black residents and descendants affected by historical housing discrimination. The program offers financial assistance for home purchases and repairs aimed to rectify the historical injustices faced by Black residents. Mayors Organized for Reparations and Equity was established in 2021, consisting of 11 cities to spearhead reparation pilot programs. Cities such as Los Angeles, Austin participate in generating innovative reparative policies with guidance from local Black organizations. The city of Eureka has returned land to the Wiyot people as part of a broader movement termed rematriation, aimed at restoring indigenous sovereignty. I wonder how that's going to work for people who have Black and indigenous. Minneapolis allowed the Red Lake Nation to purchase the city lots for $1 to develop community-centric projects. Y'all better use that shit. Despite their limited scope, these reparation programs can provide meaningful remedies for past injustices and communities to affect Black and Native communities today. Intergenerational wealth disparities, with white households significantly wealthier than Black households, underscore the need for reparations as a means of promoting equity. Numerous grassroots organizations have initiated reparation programs, such as Makose Kikupi, which focuses on buying back Dakota ancestral lands with voluntary contributions. Athens Reparation Actions emerged to support Lintown families who were displaced through eminent domain, raising funds for compensation. Several reparative initiatives face opposition and legal challenges from conservative groups, which argue that such programs violate constitutional equal protection clause. In other words, the white people. These challenges represent a broader trend of resistance against efforts to confront historical injustices amidst a political climate hostile to diversity and equity initiatives. Reparations remains a contentious yet legally permissible avenue for addressing historical injustices without ongoing efforts indicative of political shift towards the more equitable policies. See, I told you I could read these things. I just don't think I'm able to keep them in my brain when they're bullshit words. It's my fault. But anyways, moving on, because I did a little preview thing. And y'all, do me a favor. I need y'all to think about this throughout the rest of this show. I really want y'all opinion. What am I doing wrong? My numbers are not going up. I'm not getting that many people on my lives. And I really don't want to sell myself out. And I'm not going to. I don't want to do tea because, quite frankly, I got other things on my plate that I really don't. And I really feel like the news I'm giving y'all can give y'all a heads up on what's going on, especially for those that aren't into watching the news. You know what I'm saying? But just tell me, what do you think I could change or I could do to maybe increase my audience? That's all I really want to know. Just let me know, and please, no jokes. That's all I'm gonna say. So, with that being said, I'm gonna move into our more educational part because, like I said, every day I'm on, there's gonna be some Black history. So, give me a second. I'm gonna put that opener up, and we will begin with that. Yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. Young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spook. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the deuce. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit you. All right. All right, so little known Black history fact: Nicodemus, Kansas. I don't know why, but it sounds familiar to me. Nicodemus, Kansas, established in 1877 by former slaves and a white land speculator, was the first all-black settlement in the Great Plains. Although promoted as an opportunity for Black families, the town faced numerous challenges such as poverty, lack of resources, and job opportunities, leading to a decline in population and development over the years. Despite its struggles, Nicodemus was designated a National Historic Landmark in 1976, promoting revitalization efforts and resurgence of pride among former residents. The town of Nicodemus was founded on April 18, 1877, by a group of 6 former slaves and a white land speculator, forming the first all-black establishment in the Great Plains. W.H. Smith, who was black, became the town's first president, while W.R. Hill served as the treasurer. The name Nicodemus may derive from an African prince in the Bible who gained his freedom after being enslaved. The town was strategically located near the Solomon River, suggested by Hill for favorable farming conditions. The Nicodemus Town Company attracted Black settlers from the Deep South, promoting the town as a land of opportunity, with residential lots priced at $5 and commercial lots at $75. By the following year, hundreds began to settle in Nicodemus, drawn by the promise of a better life. Despite the initial interest, Nicodemus struggled to thrive due to rampant poverty and a lack of resources. The absence of jobs and support systems contributed to a significant number of settlers leaving the town. Economic downturns, including the Great Depression, resulted in further decline and disrepair of the town. In 1976, Nicodemus was designated a National Historic Landmark, which reinvigorated interest and investment in the town. Older residents returned, and a yearly celebration, the last weekend in July, has helped rekindle a sense of community pride and recognition of the town's historic significance. So there you go. Don't say you don't know nothing if you watch me. That's for damn sure. Don't say you don't know nothing. Because if anything, if they gonna sit up there and try and erase it from the federal places, damn it, we gonna do it like we used to do it in with alcohol. Shit, I'll pull it through anyways. Let's move on into celebrity news. And once again, I hope y'all heard me when I said that. For real, tell me what I could do to improve viewership. That's all I'm asking. And if you like what I'm doing, please share it on your social media and stuff like that, even if it's like the little cut-ups I do. I've decided I'm not doing the cut-ups on the Sundays because honestly, it's just 2 days.